Frame broke.
Right.
There it is, and I think that's my phone going off.
Saying we're live again.
It's all the fans and the haters, because the haters are just fans with a different name, with another name.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, welcome to the Anime Mystics podcast. I'm Roman.
I am Steven Sanosuke-sama.
I think it's been, 3 weeks?
Very
Since our
much.
last one?
Yes.
I still need to bring you your Spy Family, but I'm not done reading it yet, so I'll get it to you before you leave for sure. But even if I'm not done, because I don't want to hold on to them. So a lot of stuff has happened since we last were live. AX Anime Expo down in LA.
LA. I
still have not gone to this convention. Eventually, one day I'll go, but
You're going to be part of the 500,000 people that come.
yes, it's gonna be nice. I only ever really get the chance to go to Fanime, and I didn't even get to go this year. You didn't go this year either, did you?
No, but that was by choice. It was like I said, I had a lot going on, finishing finals, the crushing disappointment of Japan not reopening, because that was originally my plan, was just go spend that weekend over there, and of course that didn't happen. So I just, ever since last year, the internship I did, it's just been nonstop. I think I had a little brief break during New Year's and Christmas, and then right back at it to wrap up this whole thing, my graduation and all of that. So I just was like, I'm just gonna save my money, and then of course studying abroad, I was like, I'm just going to save all my resources then and just relax, chill, and to just kind of focus, and yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I know that there's a lot of people that are pretty hardcore anti-AX, and that never really made sense to me, because I still love AX, but you need to make it worthwhile for me. There goes my cat. You need to kind of justify the expense, the travel, and all of that. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, the crowds and all of that. And I'm like, I don't care about that, man. It's literally an industry con. This is the Wii version of San Diego Comic-Con. And I know that there were some announcements that were made, some that weren't, and then I was just telling you about the Chainsaw Man thing, and they're like, oh, see this, come see that, and they were like, for more details, you got to come to Crunchyroll Expo, because I guess they made all their announcements under the Crunchyroll panel.
Oh.
And so that's why they were like, yeah, but I think that they were also focused more on the manga thing. So they were like, we're going to tell you about the manga part 2 thing, but then for the anime, you got to come to Crunchyroll Expo.
Ah.
And it was like, oh, okay, well then I guess that means for sure we're not getting it in the fall. So.
Yeah, I mean, it was supposed to come out fall, wasn't it? That's what they said? Or did it just have a to be determined?
To be determined. Still to this day, some people said September, some people said October, so it's kind of like,
Probably next year then.
Yeah, if not in December, and then just go into the new year.
Yeah.
But I mean, even though there was that, you out of nowhere had all those Netflix announcements, and I was caught off guard. It was like, it almost felt to me like Netflix co-opted the whole damn thing. I mean, they got the money to, absolutely, but they had Ultraman there in the opening ceremony.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah.
The live action or anime?
So that they got the license to Ultraman, right? So they're gonna, I guess, bring over the library of the old stuff.
Oh,
so
nice.
You'll be able to watch all the old Ultraman, but then they're also paying for a brand new one. And so I think that's not the one I posted in Discord, I think.
Maybe.
Or maybe not. Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it wasn't here. So, and then obviously, Jobless Reincarnation. See, all of these are all Netflix. JoJo, all Netflix. And then Suki.
Yeah.
Uzuki's mom. Which also started, right? Or is that next season?
I think it's next season.
Next season. Okay.
They did release a trailer for it, but I'm pretty positive it's next season. Because I don't remember seeing it on the list of anime for this season.
Okay. Shikimori posting. Okay, but probably not then. Okay, but yeah, they announced the Ultraman, or at least they brought him over, and it's the one that looks an Ultraman fan of ours. His name is literally Decade. I believe that's Kamen Rider, but he says it's the Iron Man version. So, but in the opening ceremony, I don't know, you might be mad, but yeah, Ultraman drop kicked Godzilla. So they brought out the little rubber monster Godzilla, and he drop kicked him right there.
Was it actually Godzilla, or was it one of the monsters they used the suit to make?
It was one of the monsters they used the suit to make. I believe it was in the panel, though.
Yeah. Yeah, they've made a few monsters out of Godzilla's old suits for Ultraman.
Yeah.
One of them is literally just a costume with a frill around its head, like a frilled lizard. That's basic. I can't remember the name of that monster.
They'll never know the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up now because now it's like I can't without context. I feel like we're missing out here. And now I'm digging through all these Artoria memes.
Artoria.
So
because Castoria came out this weekend, or last weekend, I should say. Everybody in this room has got her. So.
Yes.
Yeah. We are not one of those people that spent thousands of quartz trying to get her and didn't get her at all.
Here you go. So yeah. So that's the retro one.
Yeah, that's the old school one.
Yeah. And so and then this one yeah, so you can see they started or they opened with Ultra, like old school OG.
Yeah.
Because they're like, just like I said, promoting the catalog. But then this is the one that Netflix is funding. So this is like the all new brand spanking fangle dangle Ultraman. And that's why my friends all like, yeah, I can see it. That looks like an arc reactor right there.
It does, yeah.
That looks like MCU Iron Man right there. And then the eyes too with the mask.
The helmet reminds me of something. Not Iron Man, but it does remind me of something else. I can't think of what it is though.
Kamen Rider?
No, I've never seen Kamen Rider.
Okay.
So definitely not them.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can totally see like the OG versus like the new, hip, slick,
Ultraman.
Yeah. So, and that's the one too. I think we shared it, or maybe not, but I think we were talking about it too because that was when the Ultraman. I know that Young Rip on his channel, he was talking about the creator of Ultraman.
Yeah.
And he was like, we're going to keep it Japanese because it's a Japanese property. It's originated in Japanese myth and lore and storytelling. So for us to try to make him Iron Man, to make Ultraman Iron Man would be to lose the identity of Ultraman. Therefore, and this was going to be the focus of the Netflix thing, that's how they entered their negotiations with Netflix, and Netflix is like, okay, just do what you got to do. Here's a check, and we're going to be hands-off. Unlike, Cowboy Bebop.
Right.
So it was completely like hands-off. And I'm not completely sure if that was very deal-breaking, for instance. Like they said, if you're going to get involved like you did with Cowboy Bebop, we're not going to go through with this deal. But Netflix pretty much was hands-off.
Okay.
They were like, we just want to do a Netflix Ultraman. Like, we just want to stream Ultraman, a brand new or the latest Ultraman on Netflix, but we're not going to have any involvement with it. None of our guys are going to touch it. And they said that's exactly what we wanted. So they said that's why they did it. That's why they took the money, and that's the aim that they're going to do with this new Iron Man Ultraman, or the arc reactor.
Okay.
So we'll see what that means in terms of the quality. I mean, obviously the Kamen Rider thing is still going strong, and Ultraman too. I'm being a complete absolute noob to all the was it Sentai?
Yeah, Sentai.
Okay, I think it's a good design. So
it's not bad. But I mean, I don't really watch. The only thing I ever really watched was Power Rangers growing up. I didn't watch Kamen Rider. I did try watching this other one.
VR Troopers. Bad Beetle.
Yes, VR Troopers. I tried to watch that.
Oh, man.
It was always on really early in the morning, 6 in the morning.
Correct. Yes. Yes, it was. East Bay boys over here.
Wonder why it didn't do well.
Yeah, at least Big Bad Beetleborgs had the sense to be on the weekends on Saturday.
Right.
When we had Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah. I used to like those. But Big Bad Beetleborgs I also didn't watch, so. It was mainly just Power Rangers for me. And one Ultraman series that I think actually was produced in Australia. because I think they had Australian accents.
All right.
I could be mistaken. I know they had an accent and they weren't Japanese.
Therefore, logical conclusion.
Australia.
Australia.
Maybe New Zealand. I don't know. They're pretty close.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. The shipping probably wasn't that bad. They were like, boop.
Right.
Like going to Vegas for us. It's like a 90-minute plane ride. Like Rubber Godzilla suit didn't have to fly too far.
No. Actually, they didn't have any of those monsters.
No.
No, they were all like newer monsters.
Okay.
Like one was, well, I don't know. One was a mantis. Like a big, like if you saw Kakuna from Pokemon and just added the legs and the like little choppy arms from a praying mantis, that's what he kind of looked like.
Oh, okay. Like those antenna feelers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's not bad.
And then a bunch of other monsters. So, yeah.
So, if all things considered, would you give the Netflix Ultraman a try, knowing that design?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I mean, even in the manga version of Ultraman, because they have one,
Of course.
it's kind of similar. More, I guess you would call it modern looking. But, yeah, it does. The manga version of Ultraman does kind of remind me of, like, Iron Man as well. That one more so, but
Definitely.
the manga version is also kind of like that.
Which, now that I think about it, too, after I just went on that 5-minute tirade, makes me kind of raise my eyebrow. It's like, we're not going to take American influence. By the way, we put an arc reactor on our Ultraman. we don't want to lose the Japanese identity. We just totally gave him the Mach 4 visor. You kids liked Endgame, right? But, I respect it. And, it was, like I said, I didn't see the Netflix thing coming because it was almost like, I assumed that was their panel because they were just dropping all those bombs. And a lot of the announcements they made were first-time announcements. So, like, JoJo Part 2, Stone Ocean, that's September 1st. What did they say? 2023 for Record of Ragnarok, so I won't even be in the country. So,
yeah, that's right. Next year.
Yeah, I'll be long gone.
They look like they upgraded the animation.
They did. That is true.
A lot of people are going to be happy because they were really upset about the Adam versus Zeus fight.
Yeah, no, we had this discussion. We had that where it was kind of like they had, for every 5 hits they had 5 duds, and a couple of those, like Way of the House Husband, were questionable duds. Obviously the hardcore fans and all of that, they were more like, this sucks. And guys like us were like, I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny. I thought it was kind of cool.
I liked the way.
Yeah, but I mean, we were the minority here.
Same with Record of Ragnarok. I didn't really have too much of an issue with the fights.
Yeah.
I mean, the one in the manga was better, but they were basically testing the waters with it to see if people would actually watch it.
Yeah.
They're not going to put all their money into it and
Right.
then have nobody watch it.
Right. And, this is also when they put out Yasuke as well. Remember Yasuke? Nobody? No?
That sounds familiar.
That's the one that Studio Mappa did for Netflix.
Oh.
The black dude, the samurai.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
the second black samurai. Afro samurai.
Yes. He was the inspiration for Afro Samurai, yes.
Okay.
Or vice versa.
The prequel to Afro Samurai.
Yeah, Yasuke was inspired by Afro Samurai.
Okay.
But yeah, no, nobody remembers that. No one talks about that. Like I said, it was like for every hit they had like a dud as well, and it was really like discouraging to see that because I appreciate a company like Netflix wanting to take a risk because honestly, what do they have to lose? They don't have anything. They don't have the Disney catalog. They don't have the Marvel catalog. They don't have a Paramount catalog. They have pretty much nothing. So why not? But at the same time too, for them putting all that money into like Death Note, Cowboy Bebop, even Bleach, because they did fund that too. Just give it to the animations, man. Give it to Studio Mappa.
I actually did just read that the directors of Stranger Things are planning on doing a Death Note movie.
Again?
Yeah. I guess their take on, like, not like a sequel, I think, to whatever came out. I guess they're going to do just a movie.
But not attached to Netflix or anything like that?
No, they're attached to Netflix.
Oh, jeez. So they're going to give
But it's through their production company. Like, they own their own production company. Not Netflix, but was it the Duffer Brothers or whatever?
Okay.
Yeah, their production company.
Sure. All right.
I probably still won't watch it, but still.
Yeah.
I just read that today.
Nice. But yeah. So yeah, no, there was a lot of stuff that they were dropping. Netflix, like I said, it feels like Netflix kind of co-opted AX there.
Yeah.
But you know, that was fun in games. I was more excited for Jobless Reincarnation, the second part, or season 2 actually. I shouldn't say the second part. This is legit season 2.
Yeah.
Because that was probably my favorite anime of all last year. I think.
You watched that late.
Yeah, that was literally how I spent that winter break I was just telling you about. So the like week and a half that I had in between winter and spring session for university before graduation, I just marathoned all 24, 26 episodes.
Yeah, it was something like that.
And I just knocked it all out, and it was great, you know. So I'm like, all right, I can dig it. Yeah, and it was like an all-star ensemble. So it was like if I had a cast of voice actors and unlimited budget, I'd give it to these guys.
Yeah.
So a veritable who's who of voice actors in that bitch. I mean, it was so good that Dante's voice actor, Morikawa, when he did Paul Greyrat, and he was all like, yeah, Paul Greyrat, he's kind of a scumbag, and I know he's got a big following right now, but after this episode, I promise you, everyone's going to fall off. You're going to think differently about him. And then that episode dropped, and that didn't happen. And then he, I don't know if it was that episode or the following episode, but he did a monologue that was the commercial for the promotion for the next episode. And yeah, and I was like, you're trying to turn people off here? I don't you're making more fans of anything. Yeah, and he's also the Japanese voice of Sephiroth as well, so you know.
Ah. Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna fall off of a character he does then.
Yeah,
Dante and Sephiroth?
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah. Funny enough, he also was Yoshikage from JoJo Part 4, the villain.
Okay.
So
was that the guy in the suit?
Yes.
The business guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the one modeled after David Bowie.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's him. So yeah, like I said, and he's won voice acting awards too, like voice actor of the year and all of that too. So, you know, very, very highly regarded. I just found it funny. He's all like, yeah, you guys aren't going to like my character at this next episode. That never happened. Never happened.
We want more.
Yeah, pretty much. So, I'm happy to see that. And yeah, and then what else they said? They said Nagatoro, I guess. I don't know if that was attached to AX though, but Nagatoro, right?
Season 2? Nagatoro. They released the at least the image for season 2. I don't know if there was a trailer yet. Was there a trailer? I don't think there was.
Not that I saw.
Yeah, it's next year, right?
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they don't want to go to head with Urusei Yatsura, so
right.
Suicide.
Well, yeah. Miss Sumapei doesn't want to do both Lum and Nagatoro in the same season. Wow. Battling head to head with her own series.
I mean, that hasn't stopped like Hayami Saori. She was Yor and she was Yamato in One Piece, so it's like.
Yeah, but I think everybody was watching Spy Family, so. I mean, I'm not saying anybody wasn't watching One Piece as well, but they don't really put that on the seasonal rankings or anything like that because it's just a continuous 22-year-long series.
Actually, that's pretty funny that you mentioned that because now that I've never actually seen that, I wonder how it does fare. I'm sure it's probably always like top 10 if you look at the like just everybody free for all rankings or ratings.
Just everything that's out.
Yeah.
How popular it is during the season. Yeah. That would be interesting.
But and speaking of Shonen Jump, that Bleach was there. Bleach,
yeah, they did the trailer for, was it the 1,000-Year War or something?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the final arc they never animated apparently.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that they threw out Burn the Witch just to kind of test the waters to see if people still gave a shit. Sure enough, people came out. I mean, I liked Burn the Witch. I immediately ran out and bought the manga. So, but I mean, like I said, Bleach was always my favorite. of the big three, the OG big three. But it's the last one to start and the first one to finish. That's the story of Bleach. Can I say? So he's clearly moved on. What's he doing? Zombie Powder or whatever? Is that his current?
Oh, is he doing that?
I know he was attached to it. That was his series. But yeah.
What's the guy's name?
Tite Kubo.
Let me see. Oh well, yeah, you've got the thing here.
There he is.
Zombie Powder, you said?
Yeah.
Is it one word?
2 words.
I know sometimes they make those one word. Yeah. It's written and illustrated by Tite Kubo.
Oh, it got canceled. Correct.
Well, that's why I guess that's why they're doing the Bleach thing now. He has the time.
Oh man, look, he's so cool. He wears sunglasses indoors. Yeah. Well, Bleach was 15 years.
Oh.
Wow. And what is Tite Kubo doing now?
Working on Bleach spin-off, Burn the Witch for Shonen Jump, first season, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, but this was last year, though.
Yeah, that was last year.
Oh, is he really working on more, though? Oh, he's worth $50 million. Why did he leave Bleach? Yeah. How old is Oda? Well, damn, 47 years old. But I'm only saying this because the Yu-Gi-Oh guy croaked, or he was found dead at 60. Do you think that's a conspiracy?
The Yu-Gi-Oh author?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, he went snorkeling?
Yeah.
And then just washed up on shore?
Yeah, supposedly.
I don't know. I don't want to...
Right?
I don't want to speculate, because maybe he was an avid snorkeler. I don't know. I don't know much about the guy, but... I mean, it sucks that he's gone. I mean, what, did he finish Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's been over?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were just making animes now, and I don't know how much involved he was with that.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, because, I mean, I know they release a new one almost every season.
Well,
and they just keep getting more and more futuristic.
Yeah. Card games.
Like, I think we've veered way off path, guys.
Yeah. That's why he pieced out. He's like, just cut me the royalties check. I'm good.
You're using Yu-Gi-Oh in the title? Yeah, just give me a check.
Yeah. That's all y'all guys. Trap it to my trap for my trap to the trap card.
Right.
Which activated my counter trap and destroys all your trap cards. Oh man. But yeah, that was also at AX. Yeah. What else am I missing? Feels like there's so much that it's like I can't even recall.
Well, actually, let me just type in AX announcements. Anime Expo 2022. No. Announcements.
Oh, Penny and Stocking, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Season 2 to Panty and Stocking. I remember when I watched that. Man, I think that was around my first anime I went to. Back in, I think, 2013? Or something like that.
Oh, Tomo got announced there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know it was at AX. But yeah. Penny and Stocking.
And, yeah, I've been waiting for a sequel since. Oh, yeah, Solo Leveling got announced. That's another manhwa.
Wait, what? Princess Connect?
Read that along 2 years.
Oh, it's just
talking about the event, yeah.
Overlord. Oh, we already knew about Overlord, though.
Yeah. Hello Kitty and Fruits Basket collab.
Okay, so Jobless Reincarnation was part of AX.
Yeah.
Tomo-chan, okay.
Tomo-chan is a girl. Who's doing the voice? Is it Takahashi Rie?
Yeah, Takahashi Rie is the voice of Tomo.
That's new for her.
Right.
Being kind of a
cutesy,
tomboyish character. The Tale of Outcasts. Is that like Beauty and the Beast? Looks like Beauty and the Beast.
Damn. can't say. Oh, is it a video game?
Yeah.
Oh, no, is it a gacha game? Oh no, it's an anime.
Oh, it's just all CG.
Yeah.
Who's doing the CG?
Toei.
Oh, it's probably not going to be that good. Then.
Oh.
Inspector season 2. Oh, it was.
Still need to watch part 1.
Did they release the trailer for Trigun during AX? Yes, Trigun Stampede, which is also probably going to be all CG, but done by Studio Orange. They usually do a good job with CG, so I'm not too worried about it.
Oh wow, Kirito is going to be Vash the Stampede.
Oh.
And then Mai Sakamoto.
Rem. Oh, so the girl that dies.
Really? F.
She's like, I don't know what. She was on the ship with them before they landed on the planet.
Okay.
And I believe she. This is spoilers for anybody who hasn't read the manga.
Me.
She dies trying to get the ship to land properly. So that the people on board don't die.
Okay. I mean, I'm not a big Trigun guy, so it's okay.
Well, I know they changed the look a little bit for like Vash if you look at the poster.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too upset about it. Whatever.
But okay. But yeah, so when did I saw Panty and Stocking in 2010? Because that was the first. That was the first weekend that I went, because I did go in 2009, but that was strictly for the There Will Be Brawl panel, so like Matt Mercer and all of them.
Yeah.
But then 2010, because I had I had a good time, and I had been in the past with our friend Will and his brother, but that was like 2090. That was 99 when it was still like Great America.
Okay.
So literally 10 years later, I would go back, and then I was like, okay, I kind of want to come back. And then in 2010, then I officially went for the weekend. And then I was like, okay. And I do recall in 2009, because the guys, the There Will Be Brawl guys, went to Anime Expo, because a lot of them are from LA. So I was like, okay. So then I went to Anime Expo, because our same friend, he had, gone almost like constantly. And so then I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, all right, I'm kind of digging the con scene now. And so then, I did Fanime, and then AX, and then SAC Anime, and then, well, here we are.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I remember Panty and Stocking and all that, and it just seemed like a no-brainer. As like, oh, well, they're not going to let this end on a cliffhanger like that, where, Stocking just shanks Panty. It's like, oh, that's okay. And then, sure enough, Gynax is like, hey, Trigger, pack your shit and get out. And it was like, what? Some of these are the guys that worked on like Fully Cooley and Evangelion. So for Gynax to just be all like, Cliff Blazinski in that video with Sakaguchi that Mega 64 did, it'd be all like, hey, is Studio Trigger in here? Yes. I got a letter here. Pack your shit and get out. Yeah, thanks. It's just like, what? This just kind of was like, and I mean, now look at like Trigger. The Trigger grind for me is, they just keep doing like over the top insane shit. It always doesn't land for me. However, Darling in the Franxx was good, I will admit, and Gridman. Even though I haven't seen the second animated Gridman, I did like the first one, because I didn't even know that was my introduction to Ueda Reina.
Okay.
And so I was like, all right, so Gray, Kanao.
Yeah.
Miyako from Wata Tenshi. And so then, and then of course Rika and Rika's thighs, and the animators are like, yeah, I deliberately drew her with thick ass thighs, and I always tried to make her skirt short. It's just what I do, bro. I was like, all right. But it also felt like Studio Trigger was kind of reined in, especially when it came to like Darling in the Franxx, even though granted that ending was just kind of like they're just floating around inside of 02. It's like, cool.
Nice. So
but yeah.
Inside her?
Yes. Even more so than the rest of the show was. But yeah, so I don't know, and now it also, me, man, I'm very as anti-PC, as anti-politically correct as I can get, while not getting in arrested. So it's gonna be interesting to see if they can get away with all the lewd, raunchy shit that they did 10 years ago, 12 years ago. I'm curious, you know. I wouldn't say that it was a massive thing. I did like the soundtrack.
Yep.
But I mean, I was kind of over it. If there was one that I would, if I had money and a time machine, and I could say I could make it if I snap my fingers, make it tomorrow, I think I would rather have High School of the Dead. I think that for me, like, Saeko was much of a bigger impact on me than Panty and or Stocking were. I don't know, I just really loved that character. And for me, that was also my early introduction to Miyuki Sawashiro. Mordred.
Okay.
So yeah, I would, that would be the one like series I would resurrect. Funny enough, also from around that era. Go figure.
Right.
And I know a lot of people now are like, now they have their eyes looking at No Game No Life, and I'm like, well, you would have to pry Yoshitsugu away because he did Sora, and then obviously that's, I don't know if that's where he met Kayano Ai, but she did Shiro, so
Right.
there you go. Now they're married.
Oh.
So
he did marry his sister.
Indeed. Wincest. But yeah, I a lot of people are saying that's next or that'll be next, and so we'll see. We shall see.
I hope not.
Really?
I'm gonna be honest. It was okay, but I don't think it deserves the hype it gets. Stephanie Dora was the best part of that show.
Stephanie Dora was absolutely the best. I'm not gonna fight you on that. If you're trying to start a fight, that was actually, if you had me on PSN, that was actually my little catchphrase where you're such a Steph. So that was, and that actually was a Hikasa Yoko role, so go figure.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was like one of her next roles that I remember her from after she did Mio and K-On!
Ah.
I remember her as Stephanie Dola.
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, she's such a Steph. So, yeah, and overall I think so too. Like I said, I can agree with that sentiment. It'd be I would watch it. I wouldn't be like, I'll throw all my money. I'm gonna buy all the Nendos, and $300 Stephanie is a dog statue, because when she had to put the dog ears on, they actually turned that into a statue. Yeah.
I think I have a figure of her.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's got dog ears or not. I gotta look at it again. It's in storage right now.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I think that the statue figure, Stephanie Dola dog version. Yeah, there it is.
All right, that's not the one I have, but
yeah, this is like a statue.
This is a, did I say a 1/12?
Yeah.
1/12 scale for $140. Used, very good. I'm not.
That's a price figure. 7 centimeter PVC statue.
Mine is I think a 7th scale.
Yeah, there was a actually. Is this a good smile? No, this is the one we've been looking at.
Yeah, probably the same one. Yeah, it's the same one. It's not that one either.
This is the bunny one.
That'd be nice though, but I don't have it.
And then Shiro.
Nah, I don't care about her.
Wow. Oh yeah. Oh wow. That's tiny.
Yeah.
Because when I was thinking about it, I was getting confused. Then I was thinking of the dog one, but it really was the bunny one. So this is a statue.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, I just remember I bought it off of Ami Ami in the used section, the one that I have. I don't think she has dog ears, but I know it's her. And it comes with like 2 little figures as well.
Okay, well, then what series would you want to give a season 2 then? If not No Game No Life, if you're not going to buy that hype.
Season 2?
Yeah.
Well, the only other one that I wanted to get a season 2 was getting one, and that's, Devil is a Part-Timer, which comes out this season, actually.
Oh, another Hikasa Yoko.
Is she L, or whatever her name is?
Yeah, she's the hero.
Yeah.
The hero, yeah.
I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
It's
But
been
you
a
know
while
it's
since
her.
I've watched it.
You know it's her. All right, well, there you go. You got what you wanted.
Yeah, I got what I wanted.
So, yeah, no, and in general, too, like I said, I've there's always so much stuff coming out that it's very hard for me to ever go back and complete my backlog. And I keep saying that, oh, there's a bunch of stuff, too. Hopefully, I'm even thinking this weekend I might finally get to it, especially since there's no real events going on in any of our gotcha games. Yeah, so I'm thinking that I could just kind of grind in the background and do all of that. But, yeah, all the announcements, ironically enough, I think the Netflix stuff is probably the stuff that I'm either not really excited for, but interested in.
Yeah.
The Record of Ragnarok, I think, for sure.
Oh, yeah, because for me, and a lot of people, the best fight is next.
Jack the Ripper and Hercules.
Yeah. Outside of Adam versus Zeus, Jack the Ripper versus Hercules is considered one of the best fights. Which you wouldn't think, because it's Hercules versus a serial killer, but it's a good fight.
Okay.
I don't want to get your hopes up, so just take that with a grain of salt.
Okay. No. I'm going in it, completely blind, and like I said, I'll be out of the country, so
Right.
I'll look forward to your text at like 3 in the morning or something. She's like, Roman, it's 3 in the morning. I don't give a shit about Hercules. I'm just trying to sleep.
Based off of the images, it should go up to the Buddha fight.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. And I was like, okay.
Which is a pretty good fight, too, but I don't know. You got Jack the Ripper and Hercules, which is in my opinion, going to be the best fight of that season. And then you got, I can't remember the name of this sumo wrestler. It's a big time sumo wrestler in Japan, but I can't remember his name. Versus Shiva, which is also a good fight for me, but not on the same level as Jack and Hercules. And then you got Buddha versus was it Bishimoten?
Interesting.
Who changes into somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Hashrudan, I think his name is. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because then they're pretty much caught up. There's only like 1 or 2 more fights after that in the manga. They haven't done all of them yet, so they might have to take a break after that. Unless the author tells them what the outcome of the fights are going to be, and then just they do it on their own. But I hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
Don't want a situation like Akami got killed.
Truth be told, there you go. Brunhilde in Record of Ragnarok. That's Miyuki Sawashita.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. Her saying "fuck yeah," which I wouldn't be I wouldn't put it past her to speak English, so she probably would say "fuck yeah." But Netflix got to be edgy, so. But yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm looking forward to it. I think it was pretty interesting, again, for me being, I treat the Japanese voice actors as my Hollywood, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And so, right out the gate, for them to use Hikaru Midorikawa, my boy, that's my number 1 favorite voice actor possibly of all time of my weep career, and he's fucking Thor. And I was like, okay. And then they come out and they use Sakurai as the voice of Poseidon, and I was like, well, shit, alright. So, I'm in it. And I know, what did they say?
That
Kojiro is the voice of Yagyu from FGO, and he's currently the butler in Spy Family.
Well,
Elegant.
Yeah, I was going to say Mr. Elegant.
Yes, my elegant
Elegance.
boy. My elegant boy.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
him. Same voice actor. And he had a birthday a couple weeks ago too, so that's how it all came up.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. But yeah, he's the voice of Kojiro. So I was like, well, okay. He's done other things too, so if you look at his roster, you'd be like, that was him. So you would recognize it. But he's usually, at that age where he can pull off all those old people roles, so.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. And Fortunately, I don't really have the time to read the manga, but it'll be interesting to see what the people said that had problems with
The first season.
what they say about the second one. Because again, that was always my solution, was that Netflix should just throw money at the animation studios. It's like, MAPPA already made like 150 million with the Jujutsu Kaisen movie. If they had Netflix backing to them, I mean, that could easily have been all that money that Lightyear didn't make. Oh, too soon? Too soon?
Crickets.
Yeah.
I can't say no that I haven't seen the movie, so.
Neither did anybody else. It's okay. It's not just you. But yeah.
But I don't really go to the movies anymore, so. It's too expensive.
Me neither. I mean, you should be at Thor tonight, but here you are talking about AX.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's too expensive.
Fair enough. That's actually one of the guys I was watching. He said that too. He's like, just wait for it to go on Disney Plus or on Blu-ray.
It's gonna go on Disney Plus next month, so.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, I mean, it took a month for Doctor Strange to go on Disney Plus.
That's fast.
Yeah. I think now they're just getting their initial money out of the theater and then just going, I just push it onto Disney Plus now. Because I was surprised. Because I thought Disney Plus was doing that, okay, well, we're going to put it on there, but you got to wait another month to get it for free. Until then, you got to pay $30. But no, now it's just all free. They just put it up there and you can just watch it whenever. So yeah, I think what they're doing is they're just getting their initial money out of the theater and then just saying, okay, well, now just release it onto the streaming services.
But it's like what, $15 a month, $20 a month, $9.99 a month to get the subscription?
I don't remember if it's $9.99 or $7.99. It's one of those two.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
insane. You're just burning money at that point. You're just throwing money away. But wow. All right. Well, everyone was like, I think I was watching Nick Rekieta, and he was talking. He liked the Record of Ragnarok, but he was like, he didn't like Thor's design, and I was like, I mean, I guess, and I don't know, are you pretty good on Norse mythology? But is that true about the whole Thor's wind-up thing? Is that a thing he actually did in mythology?
Wind up what, Mjolnir?
Yeah, like no. So remember in Record of Ragnarok, when he was gonna basically crush Lu Bu,
Yeah.
and he basically bent all the way back, and they were like, oh, he's like channeling his strength and all of that. Is that really something that he did in actual Norse mythology? Do you know?
No, I think that was just for flair.
Okay.
On the anime.
Okay.
Like, I don't think that was something he really did.
Okay. Because I imagined it was, obviously it was very anime exaggerated, but I figured it was one of those things that he did, and then he, like, when he swung Mjolnir, it split the mountains or something, and that's how you got the Scandinavian mountain range. Something like that.
I mean, there might be a story in there like that, but I don't think he bent that way.
Okay.
But then again, they've been taking a lot of liberties with all the characters, so they're pretty much doing whatever they want. Like, the author is just changing whatever to match however he wants the backstories, and like how they got certain techniques and stuff like that. Like, because I remember you saying about Lu Bu, like you went into his whole mythology and everything, or his story, and because they changed it for Ragnarok, about how when he was captured, he said he was pretty much basically crying.
Yeah, because he was drunk too.
Yeah.
Because he was, and again, to disclaimer too, when it comes, let me also further into this, and we're going to talk more about FGO later, but the Fate version of Lu Bu actually follows the historical context.
Right.
And I read actually all the way up to the execution of Lu Bu. And so he was at that time when he was, caught by Cao Cao, which was in Record of Ragnarok. He was effectively just drunk and just like, distraught and upset because everybody was betraying him. Everybody was like afraid of him. No one wanted to stand up for him, ironically enough, except Chen Gong. And they were all telling him too. And so then when Cao Cao came with Liu Bei's forces and they encircled the castle, and they were like, yo, General, we got to get out of here because they've circled the castle. We got to get out. And he's just like, fuck them. Nobody loves me. like that, and then they effectively flooded the castle. So then, when people are running out, they're just basically just being picked off and all of that.
Right.
And then there's basically no guard, so they're just able to just walk right in there and then just gangbang him, they just take him out like that. And so that's why, at right at the moment, and I think they did cover that part too, where he was trying to be like, I'll work for you, and so he's yelling at Liu Bei. It's like, we're cousins, they're like second removed cousins.
Well, in Ragnarok, the way they did it when he was captured was he just basically didn't care. And I was like,
they said both parts.
Yeah.
That was their actual history, but in their when they say was recorded history, when he was that's what they indicated in Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Was the kicking and screaming version. He's yelling at Liu Bei. He's like, we're like second cousins. How could you betray me like this? And then he turns to Cao Cao. He's all like, if you let me live, I'll work for you. I won't ever betray anybody. I'll be your greatest general. And then he's just like, nah, I'm good. Because he's like, that's too much of a risk. You're too much of a danger. And so then they just dragged him off and executed him right then and there. And then, that's when he turned to Zhuge Liang. And he's all in Zhuge Liao, I'm sorry, and he's all like, aren't you mad or sad that your boy is dead? He's all like, he's like, that's the only guy I've ever served under, and you just basically executed him. I have nothing left to live for. And he's like, you can execute me now too. And then Cao Cao's all like, you know what? I'm actually going to give you a job. It's like, because he's like, that's loyalty that you can't, basically find anywhere else. So that's how he gave Zhuge Liao a job, and then but and then at that point, that's when Record of Ragnarok was just like, but actually, he didn't give a fuck. Yeah. All right, but that's the difference. I forgot what like Fate Extra said about them, because they didn't really talk about his execution. They just kind of talked about how Lu Bu had so much skills he could be classified as effectively every class except caster. However, if you play Dynasty Warrior 6 when he's firing laser beams and shit, it'd be like, well, that's pretty caster right there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
But I mean, he's not an artist or an author.
True. True. Or a kabuki dancer.
Right.
Like Nagatoro.
Right.
like Sumipi's character. Like, it was Okuni. So, literally with Goemon. That's literally Okuni and Goemon. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
Still salty that I didn't get her.
But yeah, the author for Record of Ragnarok seems to take liberties with the stories of these characters and just kind of make them how he wants. Like, he'll take some accuracies from it, but then he'll twist it around and do certain things.
Absolutely. Yeah. Which adds to the charm. I get it. And it definitely keeps it interesting. Because otherwise, especially with the hardcore weebs, they'll just be all like, oh, it's just another Fate thing. It's like, yeah.
Just another Fate thing.
Just another Fate spin-off, Fate ripoff.
Fate Grand Ragnarok.
Which pretty much has all those characters, I mean.
It does.
So, except
for Thor.
Yeah.
Thor's not in there.
Yeah. And Poseidon is a boat. Submarine.
Yeah.
I liked your thing when you went big think on that, when you went into deep thoughts. But wait a minute, if he's a boat and everyone's scared of him, how did Drake take him out? Does it mean Drake is hella strong? And I'm like, bro, it's 2 in the morning. Go to sleep, bro. Stop doing this.
It was 2 in the morning. I was tired.
I know. Does that mean Drake's like a grand rider then, right? she just soloed it, right? It's like, dude, what?
It was just crazy, okay? I mean,
no, I get it. It's a very big plot hole, and I'm surprised no one else has noticed that, because it is open to interpretation. You could say she had help, and they all died, and she was the one who basically got the killing blow, and that's how she walked away, all beat up.
Yeah.
To the point she can't fight anymore. However, they never explicitly say that either.
Right.
So,
all I know is she says she beat him. And
right.
Poseidon throughout the entire battle is just worried about Drake.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, she must have had a big impression on him.
Right.
Like, this one pirate captain went out into the sea, as usual, and beat a god. Yeah. That is a powerful pirate. And then he cursed her.
Yeah.
So she can't go on the sea anymore.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Jack Sparrow just beat Amber Heard, so I mean, don't underestimate pirates.
Right.
So, but yeah, man.
They'll find a way.
Yeah.
I mean, there was only one way to win that, though. So I mean, I'm not going to get into it. Whatever. This is about AX and other stuff. So yeah.
But yeah, no. That was a good thing. So like I said, and at any point, you know, if I'm not going to say it doesn't really affect me, but you know, if you want to ever talk about Record Runner, I'm not going to stop you.
Right.
You know, and yeah, we're gonna look forward to that. I think I'm gonna lose my Netflix access when I get over there because it's attached to Comcast. I get it for free because of Comcast.
Right, yeah. They give you a lot of stuff for free, actually.
Yeah, I couldn't do the HBO Plus thing.
No.
I don't know. I think it was because we had the option of one or the other.
Okay, so then you pick Netflix.
Yeah, because at the very least I'll have JoJo. Their Comey schedule is just stupid. I gave up on that. Speaking of pirates, that's how I was watching Comey.
Okay.
Even though I haven't seen season 2.
Has it on there yet?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's all on there now. But they were trying to do the weekly release thing. But to my knowledge, not even for season 2 they fixed it.
So now it's just like whenever.
Correct. So I think it's up now, but that's also because we're in the already in the next season. So
Right. Yeah.
now it's like finished 3 weeks later.
Now release it weekly.
So, which is again funny and dumb because JoJo was just all out there. So, Jolene,
Dominated.
voiced by Hibiki Sakura, dumbbells, just all out all at once. And funny, and that's considering that Netflix didn't have the balls to put Poochie in bed with Dio. So, you guys will definitely put fan art of Ozymandias and Gilgamesh. Oh, but you won't put them in the same bed together. Fuck you, Netflix.
Was that an actual scene?
Yes, from the manga.
Wow.
So that's where the "Do you believe in gravity" comes from. So,
JoJo Poochie Dio bed.
did you say girlfriend? Yeah, there it is. There it is, and there's the Japanese too. Look at him looking at the Mona Lisa. Oh, this is from the game. Oh, so I guess this is as gay as it's gonna get.
Well,
Hey, Gilgamesh, are you pretty golden? Yeah, Ozzy, I'm pretty golden.
so they're the same voice actors?
Yes, so obviously Koyasu Takehito does Dio, you know, Kono Dio da, obviously. But yeah, Seikito Mukazu, I was shocked when they announced him as Poochie. I was like, really? That's an interesting pick. But I was like, the implication of them doing that, so Ozymandias and Gilgamesh, I was like, that's pretty wild. Dio Poochie. Dio Poochie is the pairing of Dio Poochie. This is like the worst way to introduce Roman to JoJo. This is pretty yaoi, I'm not gonna lie. It's not really this bad, I promise you that. It's not really this yaoi, but for some reason, I don't know why they did all this, and then Netflix doesn't have the balls to put this in the show. Can you believe that? Weren't they the ones that were paying, like, did it, you know, all Pride Month and all of that? I know that they turned into Aqua barfing right before the 4th of July, though. But, you know, and they didn't do this. Instead, they were just, when they touched on this scene, when they were showing Poochie's involvement with Dio, they did it was, like, in front of the fireplace in the parlor. And it was like, unless they really redeemed themselves and put it... Look at this face. Oh, this is your Gilgamesh. You love your Gilgamesh now. Yeah. So. But yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah, they totally changed it. But yeah, white people ship it. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of lesbian things going on as well in Stone Ocean as well, so. Jeez. Mama Dio at K.
On Twitter.
What is this? Wait, hold on. What did she say? After investigating Dio's room in comparison to the room there in Stone Ocean, I've concluded Dio is sleeping in Poochie's bed. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
So,
okay.
but yeah, they completely changed it. Although I will admit, I did like the diorama that they did have. So they had all 6 of the JoJos, and then in between Josuke and Jotaro, you can there was a gap there, so you can go and like pose and all of that. So I thought that was pretty cool.
AX JoJo
Panel or banner.
Okay. Don't think they're going to show it. Try Anime Expo. Anime Expo 2022. Guess not.
Light. Oh yeah, there was the new Love Life. Oh, there was a lot of YouTubers
No,
there.
that one at the end is Bang Dream. That's more fun.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. They were at AX. I remember seeing this. So, because this was like at the Shonen Jump booth. Yeah. So this was it. And this is where they had a bunch of Bleach stuff too. And I was like, oh, I'd have liked to have had some of that. Because they're really promoting that.
Past week.
Maybe, let's see. JoJo.
Wall mural.
Yes, so this is it. So what it is though is they have there's Jonathan, Jotaro, Joseph, Josuke, Giorno, who's Kensho Ono, Yuri Breyer, and then obviously Hibiki Sako, so Aifaru's Cell, and then of course Kensho Ono, who is also in Reincarnation. But yeah, so I want to say that Tsukita did Jonathan. Or maybe he did Joseph. But yeah. So pretty much they had... And poor Josuke. I forgot who did Josuke. But yeah, so what they did too is they put a gap here in between Josuke and Jotaro, and so you could kind of just pose right there. But I thought that this was pretty cool. And David Animation did this just for AX.
Nice.
So, yeah. So, and this was like all along the wall right there. So like I said, Netflix just co-opted the whole thing. But yeah. So.
Okay. All the JoJos.
Gay? That's not actually gay. That's actually just fashionable. So, but yeah, it's Kensho Ono. It just always kills me to just watch him get slapped by Yor. Never gets old. And I think this was also David production. But yeah, David production. I remind you also did Cells at Work.
Oh.
Same studio. Also with Ono Daisuke, so because he did Killer T Cell in the original, and just regular in season 2. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, and they're past where I stopped reading Stone Ocean, so yeah. They also did not include the Foo Fighters. You throw like a retard. So.
Oh. Jeez. Cat was sleeping on my arms. Had to stretch. Now that he's gotten up.
There it is. You look like a queer. You've never actually thrown a ball before, have you? Oh, yes.
And who is that?
This is this Foo Fighters. There's Jolene, and that's Hermes. Yeah. So this is, yeah. They just edited the hell out of it.
You've never thrown a ball before.
Yeah. Foo Fighters is Kugimiya Rie. So, ironically enough, this is your Alphonse from Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh yeah.
As well as Cleopatra and all the Nobunagas.
All the Nobus?
All the Nobus. So Nobu Zerker, Nobu Archer, Mama Nao, Mao Nobu, the Nobu clones, just the funky looking ones, because the ones that are actually job class specific are actually the OG Fate Stay Night crew.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah. So Foo Fighters, but yeah. I forgot what they changed her name to though in the Netflix. I don't know if there she is. Oh hey, Foo Fighter. So yeah.
What is wrong with her?
So she's actually a group of plankton that's taking over the corpse of a dead girl.
Oh, okay, that explains all the weird movements then.
Yeah. Oh, and Hermes is voiced by Kobayashi. So go figure. So, I forget what I was watching. Somebody was talking, I guess, about characters and being inspired by them, and it was always like, oh, you're not supposed to want to be like a character. A character's supposed to want to make you be better, and naming. And I was just thinking, I was like, there aren't a whole lot of anime characters that I would say I want to be like. However, I would say I want to be like Kobayashi because I know all about that office life. I know all about the grind. I know all about demands. I know all about deadlines. And I'm all like, I sympathize with Kobayashi. So, yeah.
All right.
Pog. But yeah, that's the anime version. A little bit better. But, they've had about, 15 years to work? 17 years? I think this came out in 05, 06. Stone Ocean?
The manga?
Yeah, the manga. This whole chapter. But yeah, Kaguya-Sama is Foo Fighters. Also was what's his name? Rig from Made in Abyss.
Oh, season 2 just started on that.
Yes.
I gotta watch that episode.
Yeah. So Kaguya-Sama is Foo Fighters. So yeah, I'm looking forward to JoJo. So that's why I said the Netflix stuff was all kind of expected, but it was good to see.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just saw whatever I saw on Facebook. I was like, oh, yeah, that looks good. That's cool.
Yeah, and I guess to kind of wrap it up on the AX thing. Honestly, that's what I've been saying though. It's an industry con, man. Crowds aren't for everybody. I get it. A lot of our my friends, for instance, are claustrophobic, or they get anxiety and all of that. And I get it, but for the value that AX offers, I think it's worth it. I when I last went 2016, I think, I was able to go to the Star Ocean panel. I got the poster. I got my stuff autographed by Akimen. And Akimen, even though he was only really signing Star Ocean stuff, he was the OG artist for Capcom. So if you saw anything from 87 to about 97, that was all him. So Street Fighter 2, I think a little bit of Street Fighter 1, Aliens vs. Predator, Captain Commando, all of those was all him. Final Fight, that was all his artwork.
Nice.
So I was when I heard he was doing the character designs for Star Ocean 5, I was like, oh shit, hell yeah. And I, and he was hilarious in the panel because they were like, oh, what was all of that? When you drew all that, and he's all like, I like titties. And the interpreter, she translated it, I like cleavage. And so then, what's his name? The guy that does Winston in Overwatch is English. Crispin Freeman?
Yeah, I think it's Freeman.
Freeman, yeah. He also, I guess, was one of the English voice actors, and he's just like, oh, I too like cleavage. Trying to be like that. So that was a running gag, is cleavage and all of that. And I don't have it now. I apologize, but when I got him to sign the art book, he actually signed it on the busty character, and he signed it on the Opie.
Nice.
Because like I said, I was really about to go seriously buy a Super Nintendo cartridge of Captain Commando just to have him sign it. That's how hardcore it was. But I think I took my Darkstalkers, and I took my Street Fighter Alpha collection and all that. I was I had all this stuff I was gonna ask him to sign, and then they were like, yeah, he's not gonna sign any of that unless it's Star Ocean. I'm like, all right, fine. So,
Wow.
But yeah, and so, and then of course the TM Revolution concert at the end of the day. So I was like, yeah, man. Yeah, see, this was him. And this is why Lynn Kurosawa is my favorite Capcom girl.
Healing
This is
Predator.
And then she was also. This is all him. Yeah, this is his Predator. I mean, this is not that bad for like an Asian anime Japanese artist. I like it better. There's the other one. So yeah, so he did all of this. Oh, I've never seen this before. But yeah, this was all him. And so when I saw that he was going to AX, I was like, shit, yeah, let's go. But again, he didn't sign any of that. So I'm glad I didn't buy like all that. But I don't think they're ever gonna do this again. I don't think that Fox now, especially Disney, that owns it. I don't think they're ever gonna let this come out like on arcade or anything. Because I think this is one of the last games that hasn't had a port recently.
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they do eventually release it.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with the latest like Capcom arcade collection.
Yeah.
By the way, his name is Dutch Schaefer, so this is the Schwarzenegger.
Is it?
Yeah, Major Dutch Schaefer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Why does he have a metal arm?
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Okay. I guess from when he got shot in the movie.
Well, there's no relation.
Oh.
It's just the name and then kind of like the Arnold face right there with the flat top.
Okay.
But yeah. And of course, he's the grappler type.
He's the Zangief.
Yeah. Get to the spaceship because this is the future. So, okay, hi cat. But yeah, look at that. I mean, that's sick. I don't care who you are. That's sick.
That's pretty cool.
And then the 3DO version, the Atari Jaguar version. Oh yeah, the opening sequence and all that. So yeah, for a weeb, especially like I said, for me, AX is the industry. I mean, I can never even think of another place. Like Anime NYC is never gonna have Akiman. Otakon I think had TM Revolution in like 2002 or something. But yeah, So I have no beef with AX. It's great. I mean, and what was do you know what the announcement was from the Kaguya panel where they had Koga Aoi on it?
Did they have an announcement?
I don't think so. I think it was just we love Kaguya. Because they had announced the season. They had announced season season 4 or something before AX, which I don't know where they're gonna go with it.
Well, from what I understand, there's like 100 more chapters after where they ended it on the anime. So
okay, that answers that.
Yeah. I just found it weird because I remember watching the final episode and the announcer going the end, and I'm like, wait, what? I know there's more. You could do, I think, maybe another 2 or 3 seasons with what they have, and the manga ends in 14 chapters. So,
all right,
they better finish it.
Yeah. And then tucked away behind all of that is the poor Demon Slayer's panel. But I mean, they brought Hanai Natsuki, the voice of Tanjiro, the Japanese voice. So it was like, that's pretty rad. And again, you're not going to get that anywhere at any other. Anime is never going to have Natsuki Hanai.
Well, it's all by fans, so
yeah,
they're not going to have the money for that.
They're going to have virtual Aoyuki. Kiss my ass. No. And those are like, oh, you're going to go see virtual Aoyuki. No. You know what I call that? Every anime I watch her in, that's virtual Aoyuki, okay? So it's like, what is that? No. It's just respectful. God.
I think I just don't understand the whole people hating the crowds thing. Like, I can understand it, but if you're going to a convention, you should know there's going to be a lot of crowds. Right. It shouldn't be a surprise to you when you go to a convention that there's going to be a lot of people. Yeah. So I mean, if you don't like it and you don't go, then okay, that's understandable. Yeah. But if you don't like it and you still go, then I don't think you really have any right to complain because you already know what to expect.
Right. Yeah. No. That's valid. And this is more so the people that don't go and complain. And I'm like, I think that's just sour grapes, personally. Right. It's just like you guys are jelly and all of that. The people are out there; they're having fun. And I'm there to an extent too, because like I said, but I would have gone pretty much for the Koga Aoi panel. Yeah, I seriously would have gone there just for Kaguya. And it's like, oh, but what about the FGO thing, which we'll talk about later, the FGO and its own thing. Yeah. No, I would have gone there simply for Koga Aoi, for Kaguya, especially after the last episode too. And I was like, oh god damn it, she's too adorable. God, all this. Yeah. Sweet like ketchup.
Is ketchup sweet?
Not really.
I was gonna say,
But that's what a kiss tastes like.
Is that what she? Oh yeah, she did say that, didn't she? Because he had eaten something that had
He had a
ketchup.
corn dog, yeah.
Yeah,
Eating the corn dog before they kissed. So the taste of ketchup was on his mouth.
not lemons.
Not lemons. So she finally got her revenge on Hayasaka, and I was like, okay, all right.
With the grown-up kiss,
Yeah.
using the tongues. That's how grown-ups do it. You just learned that. What was it? Last season or this season?
Yeah. Last season.
Last season, yeah. Literally just learned that.
Yeah.
Whatever, though. Hayasaka wasn't there to see it, so.
Oh, man. So, yeah. So, closing thoughts before we officially jump into the end of this season?
Well, there's a lot of stuff coming out that I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
The Trigun, obviously, even though I mean they did do a redesign on Vash and it's all CG, but again, it's Studio Orange, and I trust them with CG. They do a good job. It's not like the studio that did Berserk or anything like that. Yeah, the second season of regular Ragnarok, we went into that. I'm definitely looking forward to that, especially since it looks like they upgraded the animation. So, even though Adam versus Zeus didn't get what the animation it needed, Hercules versus Jack will. So I'm cool with it. Panty and Stocking, again, I know you said it wasn't a big impact on you, and it really wasn't too big on me, but I still wanted a second season for it.
Sure.
So, I mean, it was good. I liked it. It's one of the few, Studio Trigger shows that I actually enjoyed.
Which technically was Gynax, because they
they
were still connected, or they were the team under Gynax, but then when they they all got let go, they were like, we're just gonna form our own studio with hookers and blow and blackjack. There was they were like,
forget the studio.
Yeah, fuck those guys. They don't need us. They'll never make Gurren Lagann again.
Yeah.
So, but we will. We'll keep making Gurren Lagann again and again. Promare. Hell, it was an Inferno Cop. So it's over. Kill on kill over and over and over again. And then everyone's all like, that's why they're so great. And it's like, really? I feel like I'm watching Panty and Stocking for the 7th time. So,
I guess. But yeah, it was the only one I really enjoyed. So, yeah. Because like I said, No Game, No Life, I think it's overrated. I don't really say that about too much, because, I mean, everybody's going to like what they like and dislike what they dislike, but I think it gets too much praise.
You're such a Steph.
Right. Gurren Lagann, I can't even finish it. I got to like episode 13, and then I just stopped. Like, it wasn't even like I was, this sucks, I'm not going to watch it anymore. I just stopped watching it.
Mm.
It was like I didn't even think about it, and I just moved on to something else. And everybody goes on and on about Gurren Lagann. But me, I'm like, I tried 3 times to finish it, and I can't.
Not even that Kamina has the same voice actor as Uzui from Demon Slayer?
No.
Everyone loves Uzui.
Yeah, he's cool. Kamina, I mean, he was okay. It sucked when he died, but, whatever. And what is it, Simone or whatever?
Yeah.
I just call him Simon. Whatever.
Simon.
Had a kind of cool speech afterwards, but that was a highlight.
Actually, now that you reminded me too, that Yoko is Marina Inoue, and obviously it's Barguest. Everyone loves Barguest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Kill the Kill, I tried. Couldn't finish it.
Me neither. So, yeah.
I haven't even tried Gridman or Darling in the Franxx or any of those other ones.
Not even Darling in the Franxx, really.
Uh-uh.
Even after our boy Gallon in the Discord, it's like his shit right there, man. He loves that shit.
It is. I don't know. I don't really like mech anime.
Oh, okay.
Like, I've tried watching a few, and most of the ones that I try watching, I end up not finishing.
I would say give it an honest shot. Did you at least start it or not?
No, I haven't started it yet.
I say give it a shot. I think it's more science fiction, honestly. Kugimiya Rie is in there too. She's the Dino Princess, or the Dino Queen. I forgot exactly what her title was. But she's been I say that you would appreciate it. I think that the sci-fi and romance elements trump the
mech.
the mech side of it. And if anything, you've seen the memes about how they actually pilot the mechs, right?
Yeah, the sex position.
Yes. Again, Studio Trigger reminds you that they're Studio Trigger at the end of the day.
They're not so. That's one thing.
Yeah, except with Gridman. But Gridman, like I said, they did it in their own way with like Rika's thighs and all of that. But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that was worthwhile.
Yeah. I bought the Nintendo all of that. But yeah.
I have a figure of her, and I haven't seen the anime. I've been
Apparently-
thinking of watching it specifically for that reason.
It's I guess set in the Ultraman universe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So what they did is there was like at least 3 live action Gridman. And Hikaru Midorikawa, my boy, he is the voice of Gridman. So even in the Sentai, he performs the voice. So they brought him back for the anime too.
Nice.
So when he does like call out Gridman or transforms into Gridman, Hikaru Midorikawa takes over. So, and I thought that was pretty cool. But, yeah.
Shut up, Crow.
It's a Studio Trigger fan. So he's all like Studio Trigger. But yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen much of theirs that I liked.
Okay.
Did they do that movie Dead Leaves?
I don't know.
It looks like their style a little. It might have been Gainax. No, Production IG.
Oh, those other guys.
Yeah. I don't know. It looked like their style a bit, but I don't know. Whatever. Let me see here. Images.
Yeah, I can see it.
You got this dude with the TV head, so yeah, kind of like, what was it, Conti? From Fully Cooley.
Hmm.
This was a weird movie. That's all I remember from it. It was a weird movie. I remember I watched that when I was in the military because it was in the BX. And I bought it because I was just buying whatever was new. And I watched it like twice. And then I think that's about it. I don't even have it anymore. Because for some reason the BX was actually getting a regular shipment of anime in. And it'd be like new stuff all the time. Like I got Golden Boy from them, Trigun, Hellsing, like all these old school like anime from like the 90s and 80s.
I was about to say
and
this is 2004 and this is old
Yeah.
school. Okay.
I was getting from the BX in the military. Whatever. Anyway, to close off, yeah, there's a lot I'm looking forward to for the next year or so.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah. So we kind of touched on it already, but what like closing thoughts on this season's anime? I mean, obviously, I think that I was a little weirded out by the way that Spy Family kind of ended.
Oh, with
Okay.
the penguin.
Yeah. Because so
Mission?
you have my manga. I don't recall it. Was that filler? Or was that actually in the manga?
I don't think I've gotten there yet.
Okay. Let me know.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Because I cannot recall that being in the manga.
I remember seeing a manga panel for them when she's got the penguin plushie and they're
Yes.
by the corner.
Yes.
I've seen a manga panel for that,
Yes.
but not when they're. Actually, I think I have seen a manga panel for them at the
aquarium?
at the aquarium. But it was just one, and it was when Yor kicks the dude.
Yeah, Yor just totally killed a guy.
Well, it's not like it's new for her.
Right.
Just that Anya was there.
What was it? Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Well, I finished what? I finished Spy Family. I finished Kaguya. I'm quitting Heroing. And what else was I watching? Oh, Heron Sun. I finished
Okay.
those.
Okay.
Well, from what I watched, everything was really good. I'm quitting Heroing. Actually, ended how I figured it would end. So it wasn't really too much of a surprise. a heron. I stopped reading the manga for a bit, so I didn't know where it was going to end, but it ended on a good spot. I figured they would end up together.
My girl Oshiro getting cucked.
Yeah. Kaguya was really good. I liked the ending for that one. And Spy Family, the last episode was really funny. So, I mean, I can't complain. And I didn't even start Shikimori except for season 1. So, I mean, episode 1. So, I can't say anything about that.
I will say that, 11 episodes later? Well, no, 10 episodes later, because 11 episodes is the total thing. I did get my answer on why she's, like, OP as hell.
Oh, they do explain it?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay. But like I said, I did tell our dude in the chat that, you know, him and his pink-haired waifus, man, jeez. He likes all the OP ones.
Oh, he likes Shikimori too?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, that's his girl, man. That's hardcore his girl. I honestly was watching it because of him. So, because back in the beginning, earlier in the season 2, I don't know if you remember, but yeah, when I was just like, oh yeah, man, how about all that Yor? He's like, man, fuck Yor. Shikimori greater than Yor. And I was like, that is a brazen and bold statement, my man.
Not to mention false.
Yeah, I mean, Shikimori I think got better, but especially I think like they saved it until the last episode to give her all that character depth, where you get, you know, understand her and all that, and her origins and all that. But you know, when you take the whole season though, just to be like, oh yeah, now it makes sense. It's kind of like, yeah, I can see how you would lose people like Roman. But yeah, she definitely ended a much better character than she started. I'll admit that.
Okay. I'll eventually finish it.
Yeah. Fair.
But right now, I've got Bastard to finish, so I'm on episode 5. So yeah.
Speaking of Netflix shows, real quick, so I'm gonna try to knock out all of the Grappler Baki shows before I go to Japan. But you know that the mangaka from Grappler Baki, his daughter is the mangaka of Beastars.
Really? Huh.
And I think I shared it on Twitter, but did you see that she drew Homelander?
No.
I mean, it's you know, not gonna like change your world or anything, but I just thought it was pretty funny.
Did she draw him as a furry?
No.
No, then I'm not interested.
Like that. Yeah. You can close your phone now. Let me try it. Let me dig it up. And yeah, I just had to kind of remind everybody of that useless trivia there. That that's his daughter.
Nice. At least they're, you know, kind of following the same path.
Yeah, so also before I share this, Ramon from the comic shop, he goes, Returnal is really fun, and another friend goes, heard it was, and then another guy, our guy in Discord, Mesna, roguelikes are always fun, I love that genre. And then I come out of nowhere, my favorite is Izuna, Legend of the Unemployed Ninja. Shoutouts to Izuna, come on, no, really? Could have read it. Well, you can't see it, it's kind of curled up because it's so old. But yeah, no, Izuna fans, let's go.
Don't know that one.
I don't know if you would really classify it, but it's kind of like those old school dungeon games where you would go in and then if you died, you lose your loot, or your loot would be stuck on the floor, so you'd have to like go all the way in there. I know that Ergies ripped off that same design, so I don't know if you would necessarily call it roguelikes, but it definitely, I feel, is the prototype of what roguelikes are in the modern day.
Don't they do that in Dark Souls?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but this was like dungeon crawlers.
Okay.
These were like the hardcore games where, you know, if you got like all the way to like level 55 and then you died,
you had to start over.
Yeah. Whoa. What? My mom just texted me. Japan's prime minister was shot.
What?
Breaking news. Oh shit. Not Abe. What the fuck?
Former Japanese PM Shinzo Abe hospitalized after possible shot.
Where was this? Was it in Japan? Holy shit.
western city of Nara.
Wow. So I'm moving to Japan in 2 months.
Yeah, wait.
How do they even get a gun?
I was about to ask. Aren't they like a gun-free country or something? Like, don't the police don't even carry guns, don't they?
They do, but remember they have it like they have it like belt, like that Velcro, that belt thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like clipped. Not really, it's not even clipped. It's got that's the what the hell is it? It's like the stretchy thing.
Like a lanyard almost?
Kind of, yeah. That kind of like, but it keeps it attached, so they can't like drop it or lose it or anything. Yeah.
Darn Americans. No. Nah. I don't know. Somebody must have found a way.
I mean, you know.
I mean, if anybody wants to get a gun, they're going to find a way to get one.
Correct. Giving a campaign speech. Campaigning for who? Oh shit.
2 shots. Shot in the back and bleeding on sight.
A shotgun? Jeez. Not even like a handgun. This fool had a shotgun in Japan.
Wow.
Jeez. So the Yu-Gi-Oh creator was found face down in the ocean.
Oh. This is crazy.
Nara, that's where the deer park is.
Yeah.
The Nara park. It was the deer. Should have hunted them.
Now they're hunting us.
Holy shit. In Japan, too.
Yeah.
See, the whole time you've been feeding them, all you did was make them stronger and then infuriate them further. They were like, we're going to consume, we're going to gather our strength, and one day the humans will know our wrath. Man.
Wow. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, here you go. So that's her drawing of Homelander.
Okay. Okay. Kind of looks like the Joker,
Right.
but without paint, makeup.
Yeah, well. Yeah, does this look like the kind of guy that would lose to Omni-Man?
Yes.
Yeah. Oy vey. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, right now we don't really have too many details on this situation that happened, but
All right. But
we'll be keeping up with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Kind of derailed everything.
yeah, Grappler Baki, Netflix, his daughter Drew Homelander. What else? Yeah. There was one that came out. What was it like? The Assassin's Way of Life, or the Killer's Way of Life, or something?
Executioner. In a
The
way of life.
Executioner. Yeah, I was gonna watch that one. Now, especially now that it's done, I was just gonna marathon it.
Yeah, it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
But I was already watching a lot, so I couldn't just pick something else up. Well, for me anyway, I was watching a lot.
Yeah, I got Comey and Shield Hero just sitting there, so I could just kind of like just go through it real fast, just knock it out. Yeah. Nobody was talking about Shield Hero, man. That fell off. What happened with that?
Everything that I've read is basically that this portion of the story, even in the light novels, is not well liked. It's not a good story section. But according to some people, it does explain a lot of things that come up later on.
Okay.
Like if you go back to this later on, it'll have an explanation for something that happens. But the actual events that take place aren't very well liked. But the 3rd season and on, everybody says is going to be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just tough it out.
Yeah, probably just going to have to tough this season out and then just wait for the good stuff later. Because I know the 3rd season was announced when they announced the 2nd season, so they're not going to go back on that. I think. Because, yeah, like, I only saw people talking about Shield Hero the first 2 episodes, and that was just about how bad it was. And then I didn't hear anything else about it.
Aw. Poor bitch.
Right. But what was the other one you said you were going to watch? Other than Executioner, there was that, and...
Shield Hero and Comey.
And Comey,
Yeah.
right.
So that chick can't talk.
Yeah. The mute.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, no. That was the irony of this season. It was like you had Koga Aoi as the one who can't stop talking and scheming as Kaguya, and then you had her other character, which can't talk at all.
And then you had somebody in between in a heron who can talk, but you can't hear.
True. When we were at our 4th of July barbecue last week, my friend, he was just like, oh, I was watching Ahar, and I love Ahar. And then I was like, hey, Oshiro best girl. And he's all like, oh, and he's like, oh, no, you know who's best girl? I was like, who's best girl? Aharin's brother.
What are you doing?
And I was like, wow.
You trying to get comfortable or something?
Wow. So.
Okay, there you go. Ugh.
Hi. Just gonna sit yourself right there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to finish, was it Please Don't Hurt Me, My Healer? Or
Okay.
Don't Hurt Me, My Healer.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to finish that one. I got to, like, episode 4. And then I stopped watching.
And you know what else apparently I gotta watch? Is Kong Ming.
I heard that was really good.
Yeah.
I
mean, again, it's Dynasty Warriors, so you know.
I may check it out eventually.
Yeah. That's how I felt. I was like, for some reason, I didn't want to get... I felt like, I don't know, I didn't want to get too distracted, but everybody was literally saying that. They were like, ain't you Dynasty Warriors? Don't you like Zhuge Liang? And I was like, hold up. I am Dynasty Warriors. However, I'm not very big on Shu. And Zhuge Liang, I respect him. I think he did a lot for the kingdom of Shu. However, you know, Liu Bei just kind of shot all of that towards the end of it there, and you know, he didn't really pay much attention to his own advisor and strategist.
Right.
But I did like the rivalry between Zhuge Liang and Sima Yi. I thought that was, you know, a classic tacticians battle right there about how they went back and forth all the time.
Yeah.
So I liked that part of the whole the epic story. And you know, it's sure it's fine. And it's got Sakura from Zombieland Saga, the main zombie girl.
Yeah.
She's the voice of the girl.
The main girl?
Yeah, the main girl.
Okay.
Apparently she's also Hifumi in Blue Archive.
Is she?
Yeah.
Huh.
So the one with Peroro.
Yeah. What was that? Was it a penguin?
Yeah, the penguin.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Perorozilla.
Yeah.
I love Perorozilla. Yeah, but that's her. Kaede Hondo, I believe, is her name. And then she also was, what's her name? Hana in Miyaruku-chan.
Oh.
So here comes the
butt
squish.
buns?
Yes.
Okay.
The squish. That was her. So.
All right.
But yeah, she's that too. So, I don't know if she has a background in singing. I honestly wouldn't be surprised though. She probably comes from like Idol Master or something, because like I said, she was one of the idols in Blue Archive. So for their April Fools.
Yeah.
So.
Just moving back and forth.
I know, right? It's just trying to get comfortable. But yeah, so Kong Ming, at some point, I'm just going to marathon that, just knock it all out. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I have a lot. So,
Actually, now that I think about it, there was a lot of romance stuff. Romance comedies this season. Or last season.
I'm trying to think of it, just Kaguya.
There was Kaguya, there was A Hair and Sun, there was Love After World Domination. I guess you can count Shikimori. Basically, most of the stuff I watched was romantic comedy kind of type of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever really happened. Usually I have like an action and other things, but this season was mainly romance comedy.
Spy Family.
Spy Family. Yeah, I don't know. This season's going to be a little more varied.
Yeah, are you gonna watch Danmachi season 4?
I still gotta watch the other seasons.
Really? Oh, that's right. You played the game, didn't you?
I played the game. They went through the story,
Okay.
but which I uninstalled
Oh.
because I uninstalled it at first to make space for another game, and I saw I had it connected to one of my other accounts, so I was like, okay, I could delete it and then bring it back and get my account back. And then I went to re-download it, and it wouldn't give me my account back. So I was like, forget it. I'm not going to go through this again, starting from the beginning. And I just haven't re-downloaded it. My team was really good, too. I had so many good units. Whatever. Well, I don't know. I'm sure somebody else who really plays the game will look at my account and be like, your team sucks.
We call that the Princess Connect.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure my team sucks too, but I don't care. I use who I like.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Waifu over meta.
Right. Even if I'm stuck at like the thousands or something. But I don't really like playing ranked anyway. So.
I was gonna say that I actually get heated over like ranked. Like I actually turn into like a competitive online like shooter player. Like fuck you,
Oh, dude.
bitch, out of here, gimmick ass teams. Yeah, and, I get super heated in PvP. Princess Connect, fucking side games.
You know what they didn't announce? That you said they probably would?
Horse girls.
Yeah.
So that's what I was like. Either there or Crunchyroll Expo. It's one of those.
Well, I guess we'll have to, what, September, you said?
Yeah.
We'll have to wait till September
Yeah.
and see. You're going to fall. I can already feel it. And then you're going to latch onto my leg with your claws, and I'm going to...
Oh, August. Hold on.
Oh, August 5th. Okay. Through 7th. That's what, the first weekend?
Yeah. I thought it was going to be Labor Day weekend. That's why I said September. A Hololive, of course.
I don't know any of you.
Correct.
Burnout Syndromes. Okay, that's a band. Meet our guests. Meet our guests. No, I'm sorry.
Oh. Oh, wait, is this the English voice actor?
Voice of... Yeah, probably.
Gojo. Yeah, English voice, yeah.
Voice actor in LA.
Eh.
Yeah, definitely.
Moving on. Not missing anything.
Yeah, we're not big on the English voice actors. Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm not that big on the Japanese voice actors. Like, I don't know their names.
Well, you know Aoyuki.
That's because we talk about her all the time. Her and Takahashi Rie, we talk about a decent amount.
You know, it's not my fault they're in everything. Hayami Saori. Oh, that's also what I was going to watch. I was going to watch Ruby. Especially
Oh, yes.
So, the anime of that. Like I said, I was impressed that they actually kept Hayami Saori as the voice of Ruby. So I was like, okay, I'll watch. Jeez. Because, so they did that in the past, but it was the CG, the Monty Ohm version.
Right.
And they gave that a Japanese cast. So they just, but the only one I recognized back in the day, at least, was Megumi Toyoguchi. And so that, and she was the voice of Neapolitan, and Neapolitan, I think, was like a character that came in like towards the end of the first season or something like that.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well, but then when they did Cross Tag, then they changed the voice to Hayami Saori, and I was just like, oh wow. And I remember it because she has a special intro with Ragna, where she's just all like admiring, because he also has like a sword that turns into a scythe.
Yeah.
And so Hayami Saori's just all over his jock, just like, oh, where'd you get that sword? It's so cool, I love it. And he's just like, get off me, bitch. So, and so, and that's Sugita. And, Sugita at that time was like gone in Haruhi. So he was a lot of those like, God, why are you so annoying me? Gintoki. Or Gintoki, I should say, from Gintama.
Yeah.
So he had like that whole string of characters that are always annoyed. And so that's why it was kind of like, oh, okay, that's cool. Let me see. Yeah, this is at least the still shot right there. Back off, bitch. So, oh yeah. Oh, there. Yeah, this is the whole thing. So like, yeah. So yeah. So this is the special intro. So, but this was like the very first thing I ever saw. Like, this is when they introduced like Ruby, where they were like, out of nowhere, it's Ruby, and it's like, what? So then, but then the next thing I knew is they were like, oh, the Japanese voice of Ruby is gonna be Hayami Saori, and I thought I was like, wait, what? Yeah, there you go. That's your new cover photo right there.
Nice.
Off me, bitch. But yeah, this is the manga. Why didn't they put Guilty Gear in there? Because it would have been too much. But yeah. Oh, wait, this is, I guess, one of the endings. So there's, yeah, Persona. Yeah. But yeah, I do want to watch it. At least the first, I guess, like the 3 episodes that they put out. Just to at least see Hayami Saori as Ruby. Whether I continue or not, to be debated. Because, like you said, there's a lot of stuff going on, so I don't know if I can really watch it or all that. But I did want to give it a shot, just to support Hayami Saori.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's the chick who beat Tifa.
But to be fair, the Final Fantasy characters always get dunked on when it comes to death battles. But yeah. But Yang, even without any context, Yang was like my favorite, like designed and all that, and she even has an Aoge.
Yeah.
But
Like your favorite saber.
yes, the Bunny King. I agree. Cute. What an adorable Aoge. Bumblebee. They tried to do is the ReZero, the Ikasekai Quartet. But yeah. So, but we'll see. And I know that, like, I've seen a lot of people, like, the Ruby fans or something. I don't know if they were, like, annoyed with the anime or disappointed with the anime. I don't know what it was, but...
Some of them were disappointed because they cut out a lot of stuff. That's what I read.
At least it's much better, obviously. Well, they're not using, like, computer graphics from 97, so, I mean,
Yeah.
But...
Is it good? That's debatable.
I did see that they started it, at least the opening sequence, they kept it the same.
Oh, did they?
The opening, like, with Ruby fighting off the dudes in the store, which is literally where I stopped. So I saw that, and I was like, this is just going to be Dead Fantasy, isn't it? I was like, okay, I'm done. Alright, cool concept, bro, but yeah, Halo was cool, the first 2 of Dead Fantasy, and then at 3 I stopped. And then the dude dropped dead, and I was like, oh, well, that sucks. Montium. You never want to see that, but But yeah. But at the same time too, it's such a toxic fandom, I wouldn't trust them anyways. So if they're disappointed, that probably means they did something good. So
Maybe.
I wouldn't trust a Ruby fan as far as I could throw him. Oh wow. Vice actually looks alright. Yeah, so it's like the anime versions actually look fine.
The art is really good. The animation looks good too. I was thinking of checking it out because I can't watch that CG whatever.
Which is funny because I watched Kimono Friends.
Yeah.
And that is really obviously potato animation.
Yeah.
But so it's not even like the animation, but yeah. So I can handle bad animation, but if the story's not there and all that, so but right now it has the animation, it has Hayami Saori going for it, so you have my interest, so I'll probably be checking this out. I have no idea what its release schedule is looking like though, because they say, like, I guess the first 3 episodes are out, but
Yeah.
so I mean if you're gonna do that, then oh no, this is the shitty CGI version, I apologize. If they're gonna do 3 episodes, of course it's gonna be consolidated. But what is Ruby Ice Queendom? and why has it so much potential, why you should watch the movie. I mean, I am going to watch Ruby anime, and you should be happy I am. So, but you know what, I'm going to do that too. I'm going to tag you in that shit post. I'm going to be like, hey guys, have you seen this new anime? It's out this season. It's called Ruby. It's pretty cool, man. I heard it's based off fairy tales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it though?
What is it? Red Riding Hood, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast? I don't know what Yang is, though. I don't know what Yang's fairy tale is.
Goldilocks?
Is it?
I don't know. Blonde. That's the only reason I came up with that.
What's Yang's fairy tale?
Yeah,
It
Goldilocks.
is. Hey, there you go.
I just went because she was blonde.
Yeah, there you go. Hey. So, look at you. You're already ready. You're already ahead of the game. Yeah.
Does she sneak into people's houses and eat their food and sleep in their beds?
Probably. She probably is a glutton character. But yeah.
All right.
Wait, was this an actual thing? I don't think so.
No,
Was it?
that wasn't a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's just
Fan art.
fan art.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think the latest death battle was Predator versus Boba Fett.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Because that came out actually on the 4th of July, didn't it? On Monday?
Yeah, it came out on Monday.
Yeah. I remember.
I wasn't very interested. I just watched the fight.
Good. Did you enjoy it? Were you impressed?
No, the CG was bad. It was almost like they reverted back to the Deadpool versus Deathstroke CG animation. And that was horrible. That's how bad it was for me, as far as that goes. And, yeah. Plus, Predator lost, so I was not happy.
Yeah, they had to go about it in a roundabout way, and they were like, well, he was trickier than the Predator. And I was like,
Pretty
what?
sure the Predator hunts all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
Animals, creatures, people.
And they've never really explained, at least to my knowledge, how old a single Predator can get. Have they? Like, what's the lifespan?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything about the lifespan. Maybe in a comic,
Yeah.
but I don't read the comics,
Right.
so I don't know. As far as the movies, I have not heard anything about a lifespan. Because usually they just show up, they die,
Right.
and then that's the end of the movie.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know how old they can get.
Yeah, and when you put it in that context where it's like, oh, well, the Predator can be outwitted, and it was like, bruh, Boba Fett flew his fucking jetpack into a rancor pit, right? Who's talking about wits? Dumbass didn't know how to pilot his own jetpack. Fuck. What? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And what was that? He got like it was like ricocheted or something dumb that caused the jetpack to malfunction to begin with.
I think Han Solo bumped into him, and it caused his jetpack to go off, and he flew off into the pit.
Wow, how witty Han Solo is! So crafty. Oh, master of tricks.
Right.
That Han Solo. To be fair, they did say that. I was watching something with Nerdrotic, and they were talking about George Lucas, and I think this was in particular about Temple of Doom.
Okay.
How they said that he likes to put like slapstick in there, and so when you're saying it like that, because I guess it was his ode or homage to Looney Tunes.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I guess also kind of as a slight to make it kid friendly. But but when you look at it now, you're like, oh, he's a big badass. But then you just kind of got bumped into a Snarlack pit or whatever. Sarlacc.
Yeah, Sarlacc pit or something.
Yeah, Sarlacc pit. And it was just kind of like, okay, thanks, George. Now you're listening to the Japanese, which is funny too, because it's something that when we're going to revisit this conversation, but I was watching Young Rip, I think his show yesterday, his live stream, And he was talking about the manga versus anime sales, and he was actually saying that he wants to make a comic book that makes the Japanese envious. And I was just thinking to myself, and I was gonna, share it with everybody and be like, you know what? I hope he does. I hope he honestly does. I hope he makes a product that the Japanese notice, and then in 10 years, and he starts to take market share. And then in 10 years, the Japanese are going to take his idea and his product and renovate it and turn it into an anime and a manga and then make it better than he ever did. Just like they do with Boku Hero and the X-Men. So you know what? I hope he does, and everything else that they've ever done. I fucking hope he does. So I say bring it. I say do it. Do it. And I'm like, dude, we've been doing this for like 25 years. At least I have. So I've pretty much officially said that 95 is probably my start date when I became self-conscious about like anime and manga.
Right.
That was right around like Ava, and then right around Ranma. Ranma is really when I became self-conscious about it. Even though you can kind of go back a little bit further and say like Dragon Ball, probably like in 4th grade for me. But really with Ranma in middle schools were, and that was about 95, so 27 years ago.
Okay.
So been in the weeb game for a long fucking time, and he was getting pretty, I would say salty, but he was definitely getting energetic about how manga and animes are just overtaking graphic novel sales and all that. And then he was saying that too, because they said his fans were telling him, it's like, oh, would you ever do like a manga style? And he's like, no, because I'd rather make something that manga artists want to make in his style. And I'm like, I would love to see that. I really would love to see that. Because then just like I said, the Japanese are great at innovation. They'll just take his idea and make it better. So I was like, by all means, brother, come at it. I would love to see it. Because then I'm going to see it as an anime and be like, I ain't going to fuck with your shit, but I'll fuck with the anime stuff. That's not true. I would buy his stuff. And I've been on record saying I would buy his comic and support him because, he seems like a good guy. He's really smart and knowledgeable about the business. But it's just kind of like, we can go into it and see season after season. Look at the Ruby thing. Like, literally, we were just talking about it. It's like the Americans make something that was stylized in anime and manga, but then the Japanese studio comes in and they actually make it appealing and better, and then give it a good vocal cast.
Yeah.
Let alone, one of the highest paid voice actresses on the market right now, this side of Aoi Yuki. So it's like, there you go. So, yeah, I would love to see it, and yeah, I'm sure that if we opened up the fall, or what are we, summer 2020, and actually to throw a monkey in your wrench there, you were talking about all the action shows and romantic comedies. Where are all the beach shows this season? Where's the Harukana Receive? There's where's all the beach shows? Summer, man.
I mean, you got Made in Abyss.
That's a different kind of waterworks. Those are one of the things that I first acknowledged about that show is they really like pee in that show, don't they?
I mean, people do it. They and their kids, they got the bladder of a dime or something.
I saw that there was the collector's edition game that's I think on PS4. I don't know if you ever even get that. I saw it on Amazon, but yeah.
For Made in Abyss?
Yeah, Made in Abyss.
I didn't even know they had a game.
Yeah, me neither. Because I was pulling together some documents to send to get reimbursed. So, all the, my textbooks and stuff I had bought on Amazon. And then it recommended me to the Made in Abyss game. And I was just like, what is this? So I was like, I'm going to ask Roman about this tonight. But yeah. It comes out, I think, later this year.
Oh, so it's not out yet.
Right. Yeah.
Huh. So does it just follow... Does it just follow the story? Oh, it comes with a map or a book?
Yeah. Collector's edition. Play the game with Japanese. So, the book?
That's cool. Got all the whistles in there. Some of the...
Cloth poster.
September 2nd.
Binary star falling into darkness.
Is that supposed to be you?
I guess so. That's you. That's the self-insert. I wonder what happens to you by the end of the game. Well, it's Spike Chunsoft, so don't get attached to yourself.
There's a lot of yous.
As a rookie cave raider. Oh boy. Aw.
Oh, the art style looks really good.
Tomi to Miyu. Because I know you love Ino Miko.
Who?
Ino Miko? She was doing patrols after she made the fire, the campfire for everybody at the academy. At Shushin Academy. Ino Miko?
Not ringing any bells.
Wow.
She must not have left that big of an impression on me.
Wow. But yeah.
Binary Star.
Rico and all, yeah. So,
All right.
but yeah, $90. Oh, there it is, September 2nd. So, Labor Day.
I think I have stuff coming out that month, so I'm going to have to spend money on that anyway. Not the game, but the other stuff.
It's coming out on the Switch. Where's my Rico Nendo?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll watch the show for sure.
Cool. Yeah, because I'm going to watch it. Hopefully it's good. I don't know how the manga goes. So.
I mean, as depressing as the movie. Oh yeah, well, original story supervised by the mangaka, it looks like. Oof.
So it's not even following the manga.
No. This
Okay, well that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah. So, like I said, I wonder what happens to your character. Probably is not going to end well.
Probably turns into one of those MIDI things.
I wonder if what's her name's in there. The Maya Sakamoto's assistant, the black and white one. Or Orga.
Right.
Yeah, her.
Something like that.
Yeah. I wonder if she's in there.
Probably. I'm sure they'll all make an appearance. Whether that's through flashback or it's just some other reason they decide to pop up.
She was voiced by Edie Field from Fate Zero, so I'm a fan. That and she was schmarmy. I like it. I dig it. So.
Nice.
And she was Maya Sakamoto's assistant, so it's like, hey, I respect it. So, but yeah.
Cool. I know there's a few other things coming out this season that I want to watch, but I can't remember the names. Other than this, Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2.
Gotta watch Season 1.
Rent a Girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. I have that. I didn't watch it, though.
Yeah. I would have watched the first episode, but I couldn't. I got too angry.
Why? Why are you mad, bro?
So the thing they decided to do at the very beginning of the episode is they have all the characters pretty much talk about what they did throughout the last season.
Okay.
All the girls.
Okay.
First girl they show, Mommy.
Of course. Sahoyuki.
And she just pissed me off,
Huh.
and I couldn't bring myself to watch the episode after that. I paused it on the theme song, and I'm like, I'll just come back later at this point and then watch it. So, yeah, I'll probably watch it tomorrow. But on that day, I couldn't. Yeah, I just couldn't do it.
Not even for Ruka?
No, she was the next one, and I was like, you suck too.
Oh! Wow! Hater over
But
here.
not as much as Mommy, so. Like, if she was the first one, I would have been fine. You know, whatever. Probably at any point they showed Mommy would have probably just made me not want to watch the episode.
So, I mean, that's the talent of Aoyuki, man. She can make you love her and she can make you hate her.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with the voice actor. I think it's just the character.
Yeah, I have nothing to say yet, but I'm sure that once I see the episode and develop an opinion.
Well, I'm sure the episode's fine. It was just her.
From now on, I'm going to start questioning all the short-haired Aoyuki characters.
But apparently, according to her little intro, her and what's-his-name are only dating a month. before she broke up with him.
I can't recall if that was true or not.
No, she says that
Oh, okay.
in her intro, that they dated a month, and then she broke up with him.
Just 'cause.
And then he brings his new girlfriend to this mixer thing, and then for some reason she decided to get angry and left. It's like, what? You stupid blonde. I just want to kick you in the face. Whatever Amber Heard said Johnny Depp did to her is what I will do to you.
Oh! 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 Oh my god. That's just violent. Wow. Wow, what? Why? Why? Jeez, man.
I just can't stand her. That's all.
Wow, I've never heard you like this. Even when we were talking about the first season.
I don't know. Just hearing her talk. Just made me so mad.
Were you this heated in the last season?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
but I don't. For some reason, hearing her voice after however long,
I told you it's Aoyuki, man.
just brought it up.
It's me always like.
Or maybe it was the way she was talking about it. Like her, I did nothing wrong kind of attitude.
Jeez.
Like Amber Heard. She's the Amber Heard of Rent-A-Girlfriend.
But to be fair, I think she has more money than Amber Heard right now. But okay.
Oh yeah, well, definitely. Amber Heard's going to be living in a cardboard box behind Target.
TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is where she was shopping.
An old Kmart.
Okay, there you go. Inside the old Kmart because they're all shut down. Oof. Or whatever the Japanese equivalent is of Kmart.
Yeah, whatever that is. I don't know.
Didn't even make it to Chizuru, man.
Oh no, I watched all that.
Oh, okay.
Because she was the first one. Then they did Ruka. Then they did, what's the other girl's name?
Sumi.
Sumi. And then they did Chizuru.
Can't even
I made it halfway through the opening theme before I was like, I can't. I'll watch it later when I've calmed down.
Man. Karate cross kick. Oh, man. I was thinking, I was like, oh, man, if there's ever a meet and greet with Aoyuki over there when I'm over there and I get in there and be like, dude, Roman, she said her line is mine.
Yeah. Like, and this is why I don't like her.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm curious. Maybe I'll watch it tonight then after we're done recording with this. And I'll be like, yes.
You probably won't have an issue with it, but I don't know. It just, for some reason, it rubbed me the wrong way.
Because for me, my memory of Aoyuki as mommy is still when they were at the
beach?
No, the izakaya. After what she was talking about, the restaurant that you were talking about, that she was talking about, at the izakaya. And it was so unsuspecting. You know, because it was never established how they broke up, just that, oh, she just came out of nowhere and just be like, I'm going to break up. And then when she just completely just railed on him and just threw him under the taxi, not even the bus, the taxi. And it was just kind of like, what the fuck? What is this? Why? What is this coming from? Why? And we had just come off something else where Aoyuki was in it, and it was just kind of like, oh, that was great. And then it was like, oh, she's like the best girl. And now she comes in and she's like the worst girl. I was like, what happened? What? And I was like, this is her range. You know, she can either be the best, cutest, most adorable, perfect girl ever, and then she turns around and is just this absolute scumbag. And I was like, oh my god. I mean, I hadn't seen Aoyuki that vicious since
that shit.
Yeah. Well, there was that. That was Chibi Aoyuki. Since Shimosa, when she was basically just crushing our spleen.
Oh, well, she was helping us.
Kind of.
She was fixing our magical circuits so that we could communicate with Caldea.
Yeah.
Just in a brutal way.
Yeah.
Tough love going on there.
Yeah.
She could have ate us, but she didn't.
It's because Aoyuki loves you.
I don't know. I like shooting. Shooting's fine. Maybe we should feed mommy to her.
Oh man, that's I've never seen you this heated before.
I don't know. Like I said, maybe it was just the whole, I did nothing wrong this whole episode. Like, I don't know why everybody's mad at me. Like, shut up.
Wow. So like when my friend come now, he's gonna be like, "Mommy did nothing wrong," and I'm be like, "Roman is like within choking distance."
Yeah. I think once I actually get into the episode, it'll be fine. You know, whatever. Like I said, I think it was just her attitude when going on about what her part in last season was. I think that's what did it. But once I get into the season, I'm sure it'll be fun.
Okay.
I'll be able to watch it, not punch my screen.
Are we gonna get to the part where Kazuya, basically touches himself to Chizuru getting NTR'd, or to him getting NTR'd? Is that gonna be in this season, or is that gonna be next season?
Probably next. I don't
Okay.
think that's this, because that was more of a, what was that? That was last year. Wasn't it?
Yeah, last
in
year.
the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got a while before reaching that point.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't read the manga, so I could be wrong. Pretty sure it was in like the hundreds as far as the episodes.
No, Kaguya. Oh, this is for you right there. There you go. Got a nice little. I forgot they did one for Nagatomo. Oh no, Gamo! No, why Gamo? Oh wow, even Komi got in on it.
That other one you showed me was Genshin, wasn't it?
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was Seven Deadly Sins for some reason.
No, that's Genshin. That's the other dude from the Discord.
Oh, this is Land of the Lustrous, or whatever.
Yeah, I've never seen this. Yeah, Studio Orange did that as well. Land of the Lustrous.
Oh, okay. Hoseki knows something.
VTubers.
I was going to say, is this HoloLive? Oh god. This is actually a close-up? This was actually no, that's just an H. Yeah. Oh, there it is. No, Nagatomo. Wait, what? What? Really? No? What? What is this?
No, that's definitely an H series. That's on Twitter. Somebody probably did that themselves.
The best meme ever. It's like, oh, wow. Wow.
Is that Mr. Fantastic?
I think so.
That looks like a 4 on his chest.
What is this? It's Ugly Bastard. Is this just Ugly Bastard?
I think so.
Okay. There it is. Oh no, Mori. Hey, it's Maya Sakamoto. Wait, what?
It's a skeleton.
Okay. If only I watched Attack on Titan. Madoka plus Amamiya Sora. Is this Roman? When you enjoy Rent a Girlfriend because it's relatable, but everyone else hates it because of the simp MC? Oh.
Sorry guys, it's kind of quiet right now.
We're looking at memes. I apologize. I'm just gonna come to the Ruka cult. Yeah, there we go. Ruka clean. Yeah, that's me. All right, we'll leave it at that. So, boing boing. Look, dude, come on, boing boing. Toyama now, come on. Wow. Wow.
No, thank you.
But yeah, yeah. So that's where we're at.
Yeah. That is where we're at. And that is why I didn't watch the first episode of season 2.
So now you're making me want to watch it even more. Now I'm eager and excited. But yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. What else you got?
Well, nothing as entertaining as that.
No.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it for what I was going to watch, basically, this season. I'm sure there was a couple other things, but they weren't, like, sequels or anything like that. They're new to this season, so I don't remember their names right now.
It's Avatar. The boulder feels conflicted about hitting on a young pretty girl. Hey, look, it's Roman. The boulder is over is conflicted. There's Roman.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Even Hayasaka got in on it. Now we're crossing the streams.
Rent-A-Girlfriend story is so good right now. The NTR fantasy was one of the best moments of Kazuya. Hayasaka lied as naturally as she breathed.
Oh, yeah, I gotta watch.
Okay, so that was in chapter 218. So you got a while before we get to that. How do you make this last 218 chapters?
You know, that's the dumpster fire that is. You know, I'm not even going to call this a dumpster fire anymore. This is more like the Olympic flame. It never goes out. It just burns for all eternity.
I think that's kind of how I felt about, is it Nichijou?
Mm-hmm.
No, not Nichijou. Nisekoi.
Okay.
That lasted way longer than I think it should have. It was getting to the point where I was like, really, come on. We know you're going to eventually get together. Just do it already. We're almost at 200s. Come on. They kept stalling. That's how I feel about this now. 218 chapters? I know, and that was last year. There's going to be a 300 chapter series. I don't think it needs to be 300 chapters.
300 chapters of mommy.
Ugh.
Because I don't think that there's been, at least in the season 1, from what I saw and I remember, there hasn't been any significant conflict between Ruka and Mommy.
No, I feel like they get along.
Wow. I mean, it's
one breaks up with him after a month and is trying to ruin his current relationship, quote unquote, and the other one forces her way into being his girlfriend.
I like column B. Yeah, it's
I don't like either.
It's literally Shuten and Ibaraki. How could he be bad? How could he be bad?
Not a big Ibaraki. What? Not a big fan of Ibaraki, actually.
This episode is done. We're done. Closing. Thank you for listening. Done. Done. Wow.
What can I say? She doesn't do it for me.
Wow.
I think now he wants to Johnny Depp me.
Yeah. Just
well,
break
what Amber Heard claimed Johnny Depp did to her.
Couldn't prove it. Claims it. Couldn't prove it.
Nope.
But
and she's appealing? What the? Never mind.
All right. Yeah. No. No. And I actually do mean that. I'm out of stuff to say because, like I said, I just want to watch the episode. But we'll revisit this.
Yeah.
We'll revisit this and then yeah. But yeah.
So are we calling it an episode or are we getting into FGO?
Let's call it because this is going to be like 2.5, and I know that I said I can go long, but I don't want to keep you here either. So I'd rather you go home and rest up, and then yeah.
All right.
We'll do this again though, especially after we do our rolls. So we're gonna do our Kiara rolls.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and then hopefully too, we also get some information about JP's summer event too. So
Yeah, that should be what you said next month. It usually is when they do their summer.
Yes, because I was talking with some of the homies too, and I was like, I remember when I got my summer Kiara, and there was a GDQ going on, and I was like, well, it couldn't have been summer games done quick because that's AX weekend, and so I was like, what was going on? And it was TwitchCon, because it was GDQX. It was like the Games Done Quick Express, because that one I think is only just for the weekend. So it's like Thursday, Friday, or yeah, and then I think it ends on like Monday or Sunday night or something.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was like the GDQX, and I was all like, oh yeah, no, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna roll, and then I was like, oh, and then I immediately remember messaging you because I was like, bro, fucking Kiara melted into the fucking screen, dude. I was like, holy shit, ah. And I was like, dude, and then everybody started freaking out, and it was like, yo, so
yeah,
that animation. So I'm looking forward to that.
Cool.
So, but hopefully Tanaka gives us a USA message. So, but yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. All right.
She went on Chaldea Radio back for the JP release though. But yeah.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
That's cool. Was she dressed up?
No.
Oh,
just
failed
casual.
attempt.
Yeah, just casual.
No.
Yeah. No, she keeps all that cosplay for her gravure books.
Ah, okay. Cool. You know, you got to make it special, I guess.
Correct.
All right, then. I guess we'll call this an episode. We still got, well, there was a bunch of stuff going on in FGO, but we can discuss that next time.
Yeah, sure.
Because by then we'll have, summer, and hopefully some news about the JP side of things. Because they have their anniversary coming, too.
Right.
And is that always August as well?
Yes. Their anniversary is August.
All right, so hopefully we at least get some news about it.
Yeah.
It won't be released, but we'll at least know what's going on.
Yeah, and really, I did want to talk about it a little bit in depth too, because you heard me when we were on Discord and all that, and I was cheering on Albert, giving all that sass back to the audience, So I was like, if anybody deserves it, I think he does, because he puts in his work, and people, I think, give him a bum rap, because he's just one man in the machine.
Yeah.
And not only is it the machine, it's a Japanese machine.
Right.
And they're very, work you until you kill you. So, and that's a hypothetical phrase too, by the way.
Sometimes.
Because I'm literally putting myself right over there. So,
right.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Yeah. You only want.
So everything is pretty much set.
Just waiting on the word. I did look at my email to see if I got any response yet, but nothing. So now, like I said, I'm just awaiting the visa application to go through. So.
Just playing the waiting game then.
Yep. But hopefully next week they'll they'll send my student packet, and then a week or so after that, towards the middle, and then later in the half of the month, there I'll get a response on the visa status. So make sure I didn't omit or forget anything on my paperwork. So.
Okay. Cool. Quick question. I do have one figure that you have pre-ordered for me from Ami Ami, the Chizuru.
Okay.
That comes out next month.
Okay.
If it does get pushed back, what are we doing?
I probably buy it from you over there, right? Makes more sense.
True. Yeah. And I guess you could just cancel it from
True.
Ami Ami.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure, because if it did get pushed back and we still ended up buying it from Ami Ami, then how would we do the ship? Like, would I give you my address or?
Oh yeah, we can figure it out. We can figure that out. That's easy fix.
Cool. But if you find it over there when it's released, then yeah, that's fine too. I'll just send you the money.
Cool.
Alrighty then. Then yeah, okay. I thought it was a pretty good episode. Lot of stuff we talked about. A little violent at the end, but
that's all Mom's
that
fault.
happens.
Oh, Yuki just brings out the worst in Roman. I'm telling you.
Mommy brings out the worst in Roman. That's what it is. And not the good mommy either. So yeah, we'll be back next time with hopefully some FGO talk.
Yeah, some FGO talk, current season talk. Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see you then, or talk to you then.
Peace.
Bye.